Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football, and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Vols will kick it away to start. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him and forced the fumble.
They bring him. Lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the pitch. At the 45 on his way. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play and getting the ball back to its offense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they...
Timeout, Clemson.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll take it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Handoff to the single running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pressure coming. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. Tennessee 7, Clemson 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On second down, looking again to throw. Connection to the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants to go deep. Pulls it in on the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. On the option. The pitch. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground with the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Defense in press coverage. Wants to fire on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Quarterback gets past the marker. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Motion from the offense. They want to run this quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wide out in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Graves. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He'll do it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Vols want to crank the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah.
And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
And the returner will be brought down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll need some urgency to get something on the board before halftime. 11 seconds to go. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Now the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Vols will punt this one away. Slips through the line. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Quarterback keeper. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight end getting vertical. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Calls his own number. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give them the lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They are up by 7 over Alabama. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
He's taking the shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans will really appreciate that, when a guy that can push it down the field, make the right decisions consistently, be smart at that quarterback spot.
Back to the ground game on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Keeps looking downfield. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Tennessee, 14.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Graves. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's going to pass on second down. Going for it all. Wide open. He makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 28, Tennessee 14.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Let's go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now on the move. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This offense has a 2nd down play. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got room on the return. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 10. Touchdown Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They pushed the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
Nope.
Right down the gut of the field. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Blasted as he lets it go. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him.
Touchdown, Volunteers! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
42, Tennessee 21.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to advance on the football.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with some...
He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Clemson is quick to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Clemson.
Here comes the 2-point try. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for the 2-point try. From the gun. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
48, Tennessee 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove.
Looking deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very...
A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown to ratchet up the pressure late in this game.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. A man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.